Hey guys, Kevin here with Kemp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. I want to do a quick Hurricane Ian update for you guys. This is my first update. I thought I would do this for the channel just because it's interesting and it definitely pays to be a camper. Sorry, my wind's blowing my tripod here. It pays to be a camper when you're doing hurricane prep because you got all kinds of good stuff that you can use to prepare for hurricanes. But so it is 8 o'clock on, what day is it? Wednesday morning, right? So Hurricane Ian is just 1 mile an hour shy of a Category 5 storm. Category 5 is the highest category you can have for a hurricane. A strong Cat 5 hit New Orleans and Katrina and did tons of damage. So this storm is definitely a concern. It looks like it's going to hit about 2 hours south of us, about a 2-hour drive south of us, just north of Fort Myers. But the eye will pass about 30 miles east of my house. So we're going to get a lot more wind and a lot more rain. This morning already we've had a lot of rain. There's frogs calling in my backyard, which tells me I've already got some water back there. But we got some wind. Already had a branch or two come down, nothing major. But the big concern is the soil is all saturated, and when the soil is saturated, big winds can blow down the oak trees, and I've got a couple oak trees over my house, so that's a little concerning. But the good news is we're ready. We did a lot of hurricane prep yesterday. We got the all the vehicles put in the garage. So I've got the Kemp bus, the cargo camper, and all 3 boats in my barn. So they're all protected, and then I've got my car and my mom's car both in the garage. So we're covered there. We got all the vehicles inside. And then the other thing I did was I charged up all my rechargeable batteries. I've got all my lanterns ready to go. I've got my headlamps ready to go. I've got everything ready to go so that if and when we lose power, we'll be ready. We also do have a generator so that we'll be able to run the well. Probably won't be able to run AC, which is the bummer because it gets really hot and humid in Florida after a hurricane. That's the worst part. But right now I'm standing outside. It's not so bad. I'm giving the dogs as much outside time as I can before they're cooped up in the house for hours and hours on end. But let me take you around the yard a little bit and show you what's going on. So I'm going to pick up the tripod. Sorry if there's a little bit of wind noise or some shakiness. The wind is going to blow things around a little bit. But anyway, so we've got a little bit of wind going. Let me see if I can tilt the camera. You can see the trees moving a little bit, but nothing bad yet. Maybe 10 to 15 mile an hour winds, gust to 20 to 25 maybe. Nothing really bad, but it will get a lot worse. There's a decent wind gust there. And then I'm going to spin the camera around a little bit more. There's Ellie and Tiller just enjoying some outside time. So you can see I got the rowboat in the barn. There's the cargo camper. There's the Kemp bus. Back in the distance there in the dark, there's Pontoona Fish. I've got my project boat off to this side. So I've got everything tucked away that I need. The yard's all picked up. All of our potted plants are in. I have a huge staghorn fern that hangs from an oak tree. I had to take that down. That thing is huge and heavy, and I'm not sure how I'm going to get it back up because getting it down was hard enough. But guys, we're doing great. I'm going to continue to do some hurricane updates, especially as the wind and the rain gets heavier and stuff like that, so you guys can see what it's like to live in a hurricane. But here's one of the advantages of being a camper, guys. I have all of my camp stoves ready to go. I've got extra propane. I've got lanterns. I've got headlamps. I've got all the things I'm going to need. I've got battery-operated fans. I've got all the things I'm going to need to camp out in my living room once I lose power. And so just another great reason to be a camper is you can be ready when storms hit and stuff like that. So hopefully we won't lose power, but I'm guessing we will. We'll probably be without power a couple of days. At least that's what's happened in the past. So for all of you people who think you want to move to Florida, maybe you ought to think twice. Hurricane season is no joke and no fun. All right, we're getting some more wind, guys. I'm going to sign off for right now. Hope you guys enjoyed the update, and we will see you next time right here on Kemp Outside. Try not to get blown away. See ya.